Welcome to the Orb Show. This is Stephen Orb. This is Orb. Now you might be wondering what the Orb is. This is episode 1 of the Orb Show, and this is the one and only Orb, my son, my progeny. I raised him myself. He started out as a cyst, became a simple cancer, and now look at him, a benign tumor. Cut off from me, but still very much chip off the old block. You know? This is what I look like inside. All orange and delicious. Simple process. Like this, and then like this. You know how it goes. Not really harder than that. You might be wondering, what is the orb? How could this be born from this? Now, I don't know if you realize, but found families are the only families. If you find your own family, that's amazing. I don't even know where my family is. Aside from the Orb. Anyway, the Orb Show is going to be me and the Orb. The Orb will be speaking, but not today, because I don't know how to do that, and it's too complicated. And you're not paying me yet. Why would I do anything for free? I'm already talking to you for free. In fact, you know what? You're watching me. You're looking at my face, and you're not even subscribed to my OnlyFans. I'm going to close this off. Look at this. Hopefully that's nice and shit. There you go. Nice and black for you. So you're staring at yourself and your own screen. Look at you. Look at this fucking geezer. Oh, look at this fucking geezer. Look at him. Oh. And if you're a woman or a man who's not old, you became a geezer in that moment. So deal with it, geese. If you want to get your youth and your gender back, you gotta fucking pay up. And you know what that means. Hype my videos and like them and whatever. I don't care. You know, just do it. Don't comment any things on my comments. Any details, like questions for me, like, oh, where'd you get the orb? What really is the orb? Any of those things. Those are things that I don't want to hear. Frankly, I don't come to the internet to get questions. I come to the internet to get answers. So only give me answers, bank information, your mother's middle name, her maiden name actually. You can give me her middle name too, whatever. You know, give me all the detail on your mothers. How tall are your mothers? And do it, do it swaying when she walk. Does she have like an ass that like turns the corner after? So what is the Orb Show? Well, it's just, basically a podcast that's honest about wasting your time. I'm not going to sell you anything. In fact, if I have a sponsor, hold on, let me see. Today's sponsor is Pure Life Water. Fuck that shit. That's what I say to sponsors. Fuck that shit. So anyway, does that mean I owe them money? If you do a negative sponsorship, do you owe them money? Anyway, it's going to be more structured than this. It's going to be a really high quality show. I'm really going to plan it out, and it's really going to be funny and a lot of fun. It's not just going to be me riffing, and it's not just going to be the Orb sitting on my, But, it'll be cool. It'll be good. Trust me. Believe. And if you're not supporting the Orb, support the Orb. What's wrong with you? It's gotta be supported. Support the Orb. make sure to guilt everybody in your life who isn't supporting the Orb. No, I should mention I look a little bit fucked up. I've been driving and I haven't slept more than like maybe 4 hours. Traveling. And, you know, luckily I landed in one part of Florida that's like felt like 25 degrees last night. So that was awesome. Freezing my fucking orb off, dude. But anyway, the Orb Show will be great. It won't be in vertical. It won't be in my car. It won't be some, like, you know, some bullshit. The Orb Show will be really a high quality program, and it'll only get better each you know, revolution. Every episode's gonna be a revolution. All the dictation, everything's gonna revolve around circles and orbs and cycles. So this is Revolution 1. You know, I already hate that. It's so pretentious. But, you know, we're going to keep it. Yeah, and I don't know exactly... Oh, yeah. You can consider that this is in vertical as a punishment to America for not properly valuing me monetarily yet. So... once that's been remediated, then we'll see about going landscape. And maybe you might get, you know, you might get my elbows. But today, it's just, you know, just this. And if you're lucky, by the end of the program, I might even man spread for you. Yeah, the orb all out there. Okay. Alright. 7 minutes in, I've sexually harassed the viewers like, a couple of times here. I'll try to be polite. I'll try to just keep it to your mothers. So, yeah. What else? The Orb will have a development. Whoa! I might lose monetization. So yeah. The Orb's filthy. It's so funny. Shit. What was I saying? The Orb Show will be good. It'll be good. Trust me. The Orb will have his own personality. I'm training him. I'm training him on AI, on the internet, giving him all the aggregate data of all these comments. On YouTube and all these other websites, so you know that the Orb will be really smart and even-handed. You know, we train him on all of humanity. I mean, how could it be any lesser than us, right? So, look forward to the Orb's transition. And speaking of transitions, we're going to talk about the segments we have. We're going to have a monologue. Then we're going to go into, you know, some just planned segments. You know, well, I can do a little bit of a monologue now. What's in the news today? Trump is just like blowing up boats in Venezuela. There's like little fishing boats, little pontoon boats out there. They're like, yeah, like maybe he's got drugs. They just like they shoot like $1 billion missiles or whatever. There was many like millions of dollars just blowing up a boat, and they're like, yeah, like why? Like if you really want to kill the guys, you could at least do it in a less ostentatious way, save the taxpayer money. Why are we murdering in the most like, you know, bombastic way? You know? It's like, if you're going to be a dictatorship, couldn't you at least be like, you know, a frugal one? Why is it the type of dictatorship that, like, you know, sells all the fucking copper from the house and then just, like, fucking decorates it with the most lavish, like, Christmas ornaments or whatever. Christmas decorations. It's just so fucking dumb. But whatever. See, politically, what position are we going to take in the Orb Show? The whole world's position, right? I'm going to be representing Bangladesh. I'm going to be representing Uttar Pradesh. I'm going to be representing all the rivers along the Ganges. Are there any, like... I think that covers pretty much the entire world, right? I'm going straight for, the upper echelons, spiritually, the Brahmins. I'm not interested in all you people who didn't inherit a caste system, If you were born into, like, some place where you didn't have untouchables to spit on, then why are you even watching my video? I spit on you, actually. You're the untouchable. I'm not gonna actually spit on my phone because that would require me cleaning that up, and that's your work. You're the untouchable. In fact, I don't even think you're allowed to touch my spit. Unless you subscribe to my OnlyFans, in which case, get my Gamer Boy spit water, or whatever, my Gamer Boy backwash. I can't believe it's been 11 minutes. Let's see, what else are we going to do with the Orb Show? Oh, yeah. What else is in the news? I haven't been watching the news. I saw that it's real cold. Oh, yeah, I saw this, girl went missing in Texas. And, I don't know, it's a little bit offensive to, you have all these, homeless people on the streets and stuff, abandoned by their families, or just, not with their families. And then it's, this one girl, I guess she, disappears, and, I don't know, what doesn't bother me is, the response and the sympathy. What bothers me is, these, weird displays that the cops do, where, they're just oh, they can't find her. So, you have, film of them, 10 deputies, just, going into the woods, what? If you can't find a girl after a certain amount of time, you just go into the woods? What do you think took her, a bear? Why are you going into the woods? They, have security camera footage of her, walking on the highway or something. And then it's you go from that to woods? Obviously, she's not hanging out in the fucking woods, dude. Oh, whatever. I'm not a cop, so I couldn't say. I don't have the, keen instinct and, racial prejudice to judge the cop's mind. Let me think of other things to say. We're getting real political on this episode, and that's great. I want my orb to be real political. He's gonna have some opinions. He's gonna think. He's gonna say what he has to say. But he's silent now. And until I, get into circumstances in which I want to, sit down and record, a voice and then edit it. I mean, what am I gonna do? Talk to it and then it's gonna, respond, oh, and, so I just have to, script this out and then, look at it and be like a Muppet. Oh, speaking of, I saw, Begonia. And it was okay. Didn't really love it that much, but it's really funny because they had that stand-up comedian and podcaster Stavros Halkias in there, and Stavros, what he does is apparently so bad. He's acting so bad. He makes Jesse Plemons a worse actor. If you watch it, you can kind of see it's like when a person's acting with a Muppet or something, or when they're acting with a lassie, they're uh-huh, oh wow, you mean to say that we are going to the park now? He's kind of coaching him through it. You can literally see it, even in the edit. He's oh yeah, okay. It's just kind of funny to be in a movie and make a good actor worse. Their performance. And anyway, best of luck to Stavros. He'll need it. I mean, that guy's that guy's becoming an Orb too. Just have him on the show. You know, Orb and Orb. See who will subsume who. That's actually my plan. As this show goes on, the Orb will get larger until it's the size of Mars. And then at that point, it won't matter how much you donate. We own you. We own you. Try not to kiss the screen when my lips get too close to it. I will sexually harass you if I go to your house and I see kiss marks on your screen. And don't you dare kiss yourself when I put the screen black. You're supposed to stare in like a vague state of fugue-like disappointment. I'm just like, oh, this is what I like. This is what I am. This is what I grew up to be. You know? That's what you're supposed to do. Anything less, then I'll just be disappointed. Even if you're like a freaking hunk, you know? Even if you're like a hunky dog, you know, you're a golden retriever, it's just like, even then, it's like, you know, who's a good boy until good boy's been spoken, right? A little bit of a philosophical query, you know? You're not allowed to wag your tail until I say it. And now I know that might imply a certain degree of homosexuality on my part. You've misunderstood. You've misunderstood. I am devoted. I'm not going to say that, but, you know, I am, I'm a lover of women. That's the gayest way to say that shit. No, yeah. They're sexy. Yeah, so there's going to be a monologue, and then after the monologue, you know, some segments. We're going to do, you know, some current events, some little puns and stuff. We're going to sing and dance. Burp a little. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I got gassed out here. It's gonna be like an hour long, 45 minutes, maybe 30 if I work it out right. Probably weekly, or less, you know, depending on how much like production effort I want to put in. Yeah. Just to give you a brief, I very much want this podcast, it's a podcast, to be loose and as I please it. I think there are a lot of podcasts, they're kind of like acting like the cowboys, like getting like, you know, like thousands from like Disney and like, you know, all these different like little advertisers they have, like Blue Chew and stuff. And now YouTube's just inundated with like people trying to tell me my dick doesn't work. Like, I'm sorry, dude, but why can't we just go back to like, you know, when you know, we just like treated it like it was the old guys. And all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, oh you young men, you need it too, you're Blue Chew. Like, what the fuck? No. And then like I'm getting like ads. I don't know, like what's up with my algorithm? I'm getting like ads of like women like talking about like vagina smell, and it's like, damn. This is a freaking Puritan country. You can't talk like that. Are you kidding me? You know what that would fucking do to Salem, Massachusetts back during the fucking witch trials? They would burn the whole fucking thing to the ground. The idea that a woman would fucking describe her vagina smell as fucking mayonnaise or whatever? What the fuck? I didn't even know mayo had a smell. I don't fucking eat that shit. Why would I? Look at me. Peak condition. And look, this is post-orb body, so Like, I don't know what you think, but once you've orbulated, then, you know, you kind of tend to pack on a little bit, and I haven't. Yeah, so I don't know. YouTube's really disgusting nowadays. It's like a lot of people just like trying to like shame you about your body, and that's horrible. And for the record, you know, women can, unless it's like obviously gross, like, you know, our genitals are gonna be, you know, smelling like genital. Don't worry about it, you know. I feel bad though that these ladies are like, everybody nowadays is like trying to change themselves more than they're trying to appreciate themselves. You know, like, yeah, these men that are like taking drugs to become men or more male, like testosterone, steroids, all that. You have like women who are like moving all this stuff in their face to become like, you know, the plastic idea of woman that's popular nowadays. It's just like, I don't know. Have we forgot to develop like our souls, our personality? We've forgotten this. I would hope we work on that more. I would hope we can be more sensitive and kinder to each other as people. Oh, and to be clear, the Orb Show is a pure of heart show. It is a show prospering when kindness prospers. You know, I want the best for my viewers. You may, you know, have an issue with, you know, some of the edge on it, but look, if there's any edge in this thing, it's gonna be rounded out. It's the Orb Show, remember? Everything's gonna turn back into a circle. Even me, by the end of this, I'm gonna be just a bolus. I'm gonna be just a doorknob. Just to open up, and the orb will be right behind me. Right. I guess I could also talk a little bit on the state of affairs in the news. Apparently, Donald Trump saw a baby get thrown off a boat. It was in a deposition or something. I don't really get that, frankly, you know. I don't really understand that. Like, why would you not just like, you know, just anonymize the baby, you know? If you're worried about like where it came from or whose it is, why couldn't you just anonymize it? Just like give it to an orphanage, like states away or something. I don't know, like, I feel like people in power tend to be really dumb. They just go straight to like the smash option. And it's really just sort of like when you're not in power that you're like kind of forced to use your brain and just like, you know, try for more interesting options. But I don't know, whatever. I don't really have a joke on that. It's too sad, that poor baby. I do have a joke about, which is that, okay, I'll skip it. Yeah, so, the Orb Show, support the Orb Show. If you don't support the Orb Show, I can't tell you what's gonna happen. I can't tell you what's gonna happen. You might look out your fucking window one day and see something watching you. You might dream about the orb. In fact, let's do a little bit of a meditation exercise. I'm going to meditate my audience. Close your eyes. Close them. Take 3 deep breaths in. All right. Now breathe out. And I guess imagine yourself. Keep taking deep breaths. I'm not going to fucking count those. It's your job. Okay, I'll do them with you. You're going down a flight of stairs. And at the bottom of the stairs, an orb. And what I want you to do, grab hold of the orb and shake it. Now imagine it's like one of those magic 8 balls. And it's got something written on the bottom for you. And what does that say for you? Just first instinct. Yeah, that's right. Support the orb. So, now, I'm going to need you to come up the stairs. Take several deep breaths. Get your wallet out of wherever you have hidden it. And go to YouTube. Log it into your account. And pay everything in there. Everything in your bank account to the orb. Now you're at the top step of the stairs. You're pressing confirm payment. You're not disputing the charge. Oh, open your eyes. Doesn't that feel better? Don't you feel so good? Don't you feel so beautiful? Alright. Now here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna black out the camera one more time. And what you're gonna do, you're gonna look at yourself in the dark. And you're not gonna see that ugly, disgusting monster you saw earlier. Trust me, I won't let that happen to you. Oh God, I look horrible. Disregard my current appearance. I'm actually quite handsome. But keep going. I'm gonna black us out, and you're gonna see a beautiful person, a beautiful new person. In fact, this person may not even look like a person to you. They may look a little bit more geometrical. And we'll see. What I want you to do is when you see this person, say, I love you. Alright? Good, good, good. Alright. Whoa! Whoa! Look at this fucking geezer. Look at this fucking geezer. Alright, a little too much for you. We'll have to do this again another time when you're not fucking soused up like this. Bye guys, thanks for joining the Orb Show. Subscribe and you'll see more of us.